There's been some new leaked information about Battlefield 6 that is pretty interesting, and this is to do with 3 new maps coming to Battlefield 6 post-launch. So this will be in Season 1. Now this is leaked info. This is stuff they've data mined from Battlefield Labs, so take it with a grain of salt. Some of this could change. We may not even see any of this inside of Battlefield 6, but a lot of the leaks lately have been pretty spot on. Now when it comes to the leak, it says Season 1 will feature 3 free maps, all set inside of California. So it's all going to be a California-themed kind of maps. One is called Eastwood, and I'm sure some of you have probably already heard this map name before. This has been leaked several times within some of the data files in Battlefield 6. Also, another map called Badlands. Now, some of these seem kind of interesting from just the discussion of how the maps are supposed to be laid out. These are kind of urban maps, or at least the description of Eastwood is an urban map, kind of set inside of California with some big open areas, but also some really close quarters areas inside of like streets with homes and things on them. So that is kind of a neat take on a map. I think DICE could do a really good job. I bet it would look amazing. But the one that kind of got me with this, being the third map, is Downtown from Battlefield Hardline apparently is making a return to Battlefield 6 in Season 1. And I know a lot of people out there are not fans of Battlefield Hardline. Personally, I didn't hate it. I played it a lot. I put a lot of hours into it, but I put a lot of hours in all the Battlefield games. So having a map from Hardline was an interesting idea to me because Downtown was actually a really good map. And there's several other good maps from Hardline and other past Battlefield games that a lot of us don't think about. Everyone always thinks about Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, your Bad Company games, and those are the remade maps people want. But we can go back all the way to 1942, which we did see a few of those in the portal in Battlefield 2042. But you have Battlefield Vietnam. You could have some nice maps, brought back from. You can have Hardline. You can even have Battlefield 2 maps. You could have Battlefield 2142, in case any of you have never heard of that game. Look it up. It was an older Battlefield title that was futuristic, and this was made years and years and years ago. There's a lot of Battlefield games, just because you may have not personally enjoyed the game. Some of the maps and some of the battlefields that I don't really love, like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, some of the maps were absolutely amazing. Just because I didn't enjoy the game as much as I have other Battlefield games, some of the map designs were absolutely awesome. And I think they could really go with some different ideas when it comes to putting maps inside of Battlefield 6. Instead of doing the normal maps that you would think of from, your Battlefield 3s, your Battlefield 4s, and Bad Company, go with some of these games that, people may not talk about as much and bring some of those really nice maps into Battlefield 6. I don't know if they can keep up this pace with bringing 3 maps every season if this is true, because it would be wild for me to see DICE being able to make 2 brand new maps and a remastered map every season. And I don't know how long a season is going to last. Let's say, just for example, like some games do, anywhere between 40 and 60 days. That's a lot of content. But at the same time, if they can pump out that kind of content and it is good quality content and we're getting new weapons and, at least 1 or 2 new maps and maybe 1 remastered map from an older Battlefield game, that would be some insane amount of content, and I think it would keep people playing for a really long time. Then you have Battle Royale on top of that. They could make Battlefield 6 one of the probably most popular and most played Battlefield games ever if they deliver on all this and it is good quality content. We'll have to wait and see if they can continue that kind of pace. I'm not sure if they will. I'm sure the first few seasons within Battlefield 6 will offer a lot more than the latter seasons. That seems like how it goes with every game. I just don't want it to get to that point where a lot of people are feeling like there's not a lot coming out. Each season's not really bringing anything new, and we're not getting, a lot of content. It's more of that drip-fed content, and a lot of games getting that kind of lull. Hopefully Battlefield 6 can continue to bring out good quality maps. I just thought the addition of Downtown from Battlefield Hardline, if this is true, is a pretty insane one. Of course, Badlands and Eastwood being 2 new maps, kind of that suburban California look, I think would look amazing. But I would really like to see what they can do remastering Downtown, and I think that would be a very enjoyable map as well inside of Battlefield 6. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these leaks if you've been reading any of them. I'm sure a lot of you out there have been seeing a lot of this stuff leaked online. But also let me know what Battlefield maps you would like to see brought back. If you can get one map every season remastered, what maps would you like to see DICE bring back to Battlefield 6? What games would you like to see? The normal maps we all can think of, or would you like to see something a little bit different from maybe a not so popular Battlefield title? Leave me a comment with your thoughts, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.